Hi everyone, let's take a look at the following example. For each function, identify the base function and describe the transformation. Graph the function and state the domain and range. So in this case, we have y equal to 1 divided by x plus 3 minus 8. The base function, or the parent function in this case, is going to be y equal to 1 divided by x, also known as the reciprocal function. Now, in terms of describing the transformation, notice there's an x plus 3 in the denominator. That basically means go left by 3 units. And you cannot just write that down. Mathematically, you have to write horizontal translation 3 units left. And if you think about the second transformation, there's a minus 8 outside of this fraction. And that just means go down by 8 units, or mathematically, you would write vertical translation 8 units down. Now, what about graphing this function and stating the domain and range? Well, let's write down one more idea first in terms of the mapping rule. Xy is now mapped into x minus 3, since you're going left by 3, and y minus 8, just like that. Now, here comes the graph. I'm thinking about left by 3, down by 8. Let's graph it right here. Left by 3, down by 8. So I'm mapping it out in my mind as I'm composing this for you. And again, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, negative 8. And there's the basic graph. So I can start with the most basic function, y equal to 1 divided by x. Again, be mindful, there are two asymptotes. One of them is going to be y equal to 0. The other one's going to be x equal to 0. Again, I'm graphing y equal to 1 divided by x. One point includes 1, 1. Another point includes negative 1, negative 1. And again, you can plug in these numbers or compose a TOV, table of values. Now, notice you're moving this graph left by 3, down by 8. What that means is the vertical asymptote is no longer at x equal to 0. You're moving it to the left by 3. So the new vertical asymptote is going to be x equal to negative 3. Now, likewise, if you think about the horizontal asymptote, it's no longer at y equal to 0. You're moving it down by 8 units. So it's going to be y equal to negative 8. If you keep going, look what happens. You take these points, for example, 1, 1. You go left by 3, down by 8. It's going to be right there now. You can label this. This is negative 2, negative 7. Likewise, think about the second point, negative 1, negative 1. You go left by 3, down by 8. It's going to be right there. What is the new coordinate? That's going to be negative 4 and negative 9. Now, likewise, the graph will look, roughly speaking, something like that. You can label this. This is going to be y equal to 1 divided by x plus 3 minus 8. Now, what about domain and range? How do we know the possible x values and y values? Well, think about domain first. X is an element of real numbers. Be mindful, domain, it's associated with the vertical asymptote. Since there is a vertical asymptote at x equal to negative 3, this really implies x can't be negative 3. In fact, that's how you find the vertical asymptote. You look for the restriction. So really, if you think about the sequence, x can't be negative 3. Therefore, there's a vertical asymptote at x equal to 3. Likewise, if you think about the range, which is now again associated with the horizontal asymptote, again, since y equals to negative 8, well, that really came from the fact that y cannot be negative 8. And that's how you can find the domain and range. If you find this math video meaningful, please consider to comment, like, share, and subscribe. I hope this makes sense.